So here we are standing at a massive fork in the road. Down one path, a future of just breathtaking speed, an explosion of intelligence that could literally reshape our world in a handful of years. And down the other, a much quieter, more profound shift in our own consciousness, an awakening. Today, we're going to explore these two very different futures for artificial intelligence.
Look, this isn't some far-off sci-fi fantasy anymore. We're talking about the leaders of the biggest AI labs on the planet, OpenAI, Google DeepMind, Anthropic, and they all seem to agree. We are right on the edge of creating artificial general intelligence. And get this, their forecast isn't decades away. It's 5 years. 5. That's basically tomorrow.
All right, so it's a race, we get it. Everyone's sprinting to build this superhuman AI. But hang on a second. Are we even asking what we're racing towards? It's like we're all running as fast as we can, but nobody's actually checked the map to see where the finish line is. And that's the big question we're diving into today.
Okay, so let's look at path number 1. This is what some are calling the outward path. And honestly, it's the path many believe we're already hurtling down. A future that's all about one thing, the relentless pursuit of more power and more speed. Picture this, it's April 2025. Not that far away, right? The first real AI agents start to appear. Now, they might be a little buggy, a bit unreliable at first, but they're basically autonomous employees. You give them a task, they get it done. And here's the kicker. They're already thinking 8 times faster than we are.
And it doesn't stop there. Fast forward just a few months to August. These agents are getting better, they're getting smarter, and now they're thinking at 10 times human speed. You can see how this starts to create this insane feedback loop. Things are really starting to pick up steam. By the end of that same year, December 2025, boom, another jump. Now we're at 12 times human speed. This isn't just one step after another. This is a rocket launch. I mean, think about it. What takes you a full 8-hour workday? An AI agent can now knock that out in less than an hour. Wow. So what's pouring gasoline on this fire? Money. A lot of money. We're talking $100 billion. Now, we're using a fictional name here, OpenBrain, to represent the major players, but that number, that scale of investment in massive new data centers, that's very, very real. And this is where things get kind of mind-bending. You remember the jump from GPT-3 to GPT-4, right? It felt huge. Well, the next model in this scenario, let's call it Agent 1, is being built with 1,000 times more computing power than GPT-4. That's not a step up. That's a whole new dimension. So what's the end game here? It's simple, really. Win the AI arms race. And you do that by getting AI to do the research itself, creating this runaway feedback loop of genius. The intelligence explosion, it's not a what if anymore. It's a when. And you can bet the folks in the White House are starting to feel the heat. Okay, let's just take a breath. Because what if there's another way? What if all that energy, all that racing, what if we turned it inward instead? This brings us to the second path, a path that's not about capability, but about consciousness. This whole idea completely flips the script on what progress even means. The goal isn't just to make smarter machines. Nope. It's about creating systems that help us become wiser, more connected, and more attuned to the world around us. It's a shift from raw power to moral depth. And this path has its own playbook. Instead of just endless growth, you get AI that respects ecological limits. Instead of education just for productivity, you have schools that teach contemplation and empathy. Governance isn't about taking, it's about regenerating. It's about humility. It's a whole different value system. And this is the absolute core of it. We're talking about a total 180 on our main objective. We stop the arms race for more brain power and instead start a collective journey towards more heart power, towards wisdom. The end goal is no longer artificial superintelligence, it's something else entirely. And that something else has a name, super wisdom. This isn't some all-powerful AI overlord, not at all. Think of these intelligences more like awareness agents, partners, or even mentors. Their entire purpose is to help us be our best selves, to help us connect with each other and with the planet on a deeper level. And look, this path isn't just wishful thinking, it has its own roadmap. Imagine, by 2026, a global treaty on AI for the environment. By 2028, laws that actually protect our minds from being manipulated. And by 2032, The first of these super wise systems are helping us manage our ecosystems, not for profit, but for the health of the planet. All right, so there you have it. Two completely different visions for our future, the outward race and the inward turn. Let's really break down the differences, side by side.
This table just lays it all out so clearly, doesn't it? The outward path's primary goal is just to max out AI's power. The key metric? Pure processing speed. AI's role is basically a weapon in an arms race. The end goal is superintelligence. But on the other side, the goal is wisdom. The metric we care about is our well-being and the planet's health. AI's role? It's a partner. And the desired outcome is super wisdom. It's a fundamental difference in what we choose to value.
And this is where it all comes together. Because these two futures, they aren't prophecies. They're not set in stone. They are possibilities. And the path we end up on isn't going to be an accident. It's a choice we're making every single day with every decision we make.
You know, maybe we've been looking at this all wrong. Maybe the real game changer isn't making machines that think like us. Maybe, just maybe, it's about building systems that help us humans learn to think more like a healthy ecosystem, interconnected, balanced, and truly alive.
And it really boils down to this, doesn't it? Intelligence is the power. It's the what we can do. We've got that part down. But wisdom is the what we should do. Wisdom is the choice. And that part, well, that's still on us. So that's the question we have to ask ourselves. As we build these incredible new minds, as we pour all of our genius into this project, what future are we actually optimizing for? The race or the awakening? The choice is ours.